session, we are going to solve HackerRank problem from week 1 exercise for time conversion. Problem statement goes like this. Let us understand that. Given a time in 12 hour AM PM format, convert it into military 24-hour format. Note 12:00:00 AM on a 12-hour clock corresponds to 00:00:00 on a 24-hour. So we know how a 12-hour clock and a 24-hour clock works. Example, if input string is 12:01:00 p.m., return 12:01:00. It's converted into a 24-hour. And if it is AM, convert it as 00:01:00. Function description goes like this. Complete with time conversion function in the editor below. So we are required to complete this function. It should return a new string representing the input in 24-hour. Input comes as 12-hour format and output should be 24-hour format. Time conversion has following parameters. There is one input string in 12-hour format and the return is string in 24-hour format. The problem is pretty straightforward. The input format dictates the way in which the input is accepted from standard in. We don't need to worry much about it because it's already defined as part of the HackerRank template provided in the main function here. However, it's and understand the way in which it needs to be processed. A single string, yes, that represents time in 12-hour clock format is taken as input. Constraints. All input times are valid, so we don't need to check the validity of the input. Basically, we don't need to see if the input is larger than specific size or if it is an AM, PM format or some other invalid character like CM, or maybe even if the value here indicating hour, minute, and second is greater than 12, 60, or 60, and so on. So we can assume that it is all valid. Sample input is like this. It's 7:05:45 p.m., which needs to be output as 19:05:45 in 24 hours. With this background and problem description, let us straight away jump into the coding. Before we get our hands dirty, I'm going to reduce the window size here and focus on time conversion function that takes input parameters going to be of type time in 12-hour format, and then we have output string that is of type time in 24-hour format. I want to shrink up rest of the function that's of not relevance to us right away. We start coding here. There's one interesting thing that I need to mention before we jump into coding. Unlike C or C++ programming languages, we have a time package available with Golang that helps us parse the specific time in string into a specific format and also allow formatting it. So we're going to make use of the time package. So here I'm going to say parse the input string in 12-hour format. So time t1 error colon equal to time dot parse. I'm going to parse 03:04:05 p.m. the input string. This tells that the input string, yes, needs to be parsed with 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 5 seconds, followed by a PM. So here it's going to be post meridian. Okay. Now, if error is not equal to nil, then there is an error in the input string that is sent. It could be a longer string which is not valid. So we are going to say fmt dot println input string is not valid. Colon, comma, error. And if that is not valid, we simply, if it is valid, then we will format it in 24-hour format. Again, we have a time function to do that. So we are going to use t1 dot format. It's going to be 15030405. And this is the 24-hour format for 3:45 p.m. And so correspondingly convert this string in this format as we have done. This is what it means. Let me return this format. This needs to be 5. Okay, all good. So now good to run. Going to take a while to process. Oh yeah, it's processed. And we are passed through the test case. I'll submit for additional test cases. There are 9 test cases and all of them are free. So we have been successfully able to convert input format in 12 hours to output format in 24 hours. That's it.